So, good afternoon, everyone. So, a very warm welcome to all the attendees of this session. It's now time to introduce the speaker of the day, our Dr. Rajesh Verma, Professor and Dean, Mittal School of Business, Lovely Professional University. He has excelled in the areas of market orientation, political marketing, business models, marketing, research, and strategic management. Having 90 plus years of experience, has acted as a resource person in more than 35 faculty development programs and has organized 8 national and international level conferences and workshops. He has published 18 case studies and around 50 research papers in journals and has done enormous amount of work in publishing books. He has also received a Research Appreciation Award from Honorable Minister of Human Resource Development, Government of India. I welcome you, Dr. Verma.
Thank you, Rishi.
We also have with us Ms. Kavisha, Assistant Professor, Lovely Professional University. She has been an indispensable part of admissions team as a coordinator of telecalling team, taking up a little bit of scholarship and fee structure for you all. It would be an absolute delight to talk to her. Welcome, Ms. Kavisha.
Thank you so much, sir.
So it's now over to Dr. Verma for the content of the day. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rishiji. Today, the topic for discussion is Spotlight on MBA Honors. So I'll be briefly talking about that, but I'm sure all of you are safe at your home. Things have started improving. A lot of state governments have started unlocking, and I'm sure in coming time we would be able to be free as we used to be earlier, though the term coined is new normal, so we may not be able to go back to the same kind of situation, but I hope and wish that the things improve quickly. So before I enter into the main topic, let me just give you an agenda that what is that I'll be doing in next 35-40 minutes in this session. So I'll briefly talk about the school I am representing, and then I'll be talking about the major topic, which is Spotlight on MBA Honors. I'll be also talking about the other MBA options which you have at LPU, and then I'll give you a few pointers which should be available in every MBA, but then these pointers are something which you can compare the MBA programs. I'm sure when you are looking at taking admission into an MBA program, you are definitely not considering only LPU, right? So you would have a few institutions in your mind. So take a wise decision, but then the entire presentation, you would have a lot of pointers to compare with. So I'll not only talk about the MBA of LPU, but I'll talk about everything which an MBA program should be offering. So you can compare that with any institution you are considering and then take a wise decision. And then towards the end, I'll take up questions which you would have after the presentation. So to start with, I think I'm representing Mittal School of Business of LPU, which is the oldest school of LPU. This was the first institution established in LPU. So we were established in 2001, and so it indicates that we would have now more than 2 decades of experience in providing quality education. I'm sure most of you would have heard of it, though there are many rankings available, but I'm talking about only one, which is Nrf Ranking, and because this is one of the most trusted rankings in India, as it is given by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. So we are featuring amongst top 50 B schools of the country. So that's a matter of pride for us. We have been accredited by ACBSP USA. This is an accreditation body of USA. And we are amongst the first 10 institutions to be accredited in the country. Now, what does it mean for you, right? What does Nrf ranking and accreditation mean to you? It is a confidence that probably our school and our program is of global standards, and that's how you get the accreditation, right? So the quality we are imparting is as per the Ministry of Education, Government of India, and it is also as per the global standards. Then I represent a school which covers three disciplines. We have management, commerce, and economics, offering more than 25 different programs in this school. And then finally, the important dimension of any good learning is diversity. And I think there can be no other better institution than the diversity which we offer. And in Nrf Ranking, we were 12th in the country in terms of diversity. We have students from all over the world, representing 25 different nationalities, and we have all states of our own country being represented in our school. So you can visualize the kind of diversity you would be part of, right? So that's very important, because when you are in such diverse situation, the understanding of different cultures, understanding of the businesses in different countries, that comes into discussion in the class. So that gives you a lot of good learning. So that was brief about the school, so that you know which school primarily you are targeting, right? So that's the few pointers I gave you about the school. Now moving ahead, I said I'll be talking about today's topic, which is spotlight on MBA Honors. MBA Honors is a very innovative program designed by lovely professional university. Why I'm saying it is innovative? Because this is a program where we have brought in a lot of industry people to come and design this program with us, right? So it is not only that we are designing this program on our own, but we have brought in a lot of people from the industry who have designed this program with us, and they would also be taking master classes in this program. Now you can see the kind of people I am talking of, right? So we have Varun Jain, who is CPA, CMA, CEO of Miles Education, Sameer Zanjani, Chief Executive of ASK, right? So Anish Dasgupta, right? Divesh Singha, Karan Rajpal, Dalmia Group, right? Then Cap Gemini. Most of the big brands you would have heard of, then G Digital, Indian Express, then people from Dish TV, right? So a lot of people, and probably KPMG is one of the biggest consultancy firms. So these are the only few indicative list of people I am mentioning, the people who have designed this program with us, and also they would be taking master class with you all who join LPU Business MBA Honors Program. So when these kind of people are involved in a program, this gives the confidence to the people that the industry requirements are being taken care of, because these are the people who are actually working in the industry and they know what is happening in the industry. So those things are inculcated into the curriculum, imparted to the students to make them employable and industry ready from day one. So industry need not train them again or the skills required, right? So that's the starting point of the MBA honors. Then the another unique feature is that in every MBA there are specialization courses, right? But in this MBA, you would be required to take 12 courses in a specialization area. Let us say if you want to do specialization into marketing and finance, you pick up 5 courses in marketing and 6 courses in marketing and 6 courses in the other specialization areas. It becomes dual specialization area. But the unique point is that the one area which you would select would be in tie-up with the industry. So along with the certification and MBA honors degree from LPU, you would be getting a certification from the industry. So you can see the programs, the specialization areas written on this. For example, we have technology product management. It is in collaboration with Wiley. artificial intelligence, machine learning, and analytics. It is in collaboration with 3AI, one of the biggest association in India for machine learning, analytics, and intelligence professionals. Then digital marketing certifications you'll get from Digital Marketing Institute, Ireland. HR with SHRM. Financial consulting and fintech, it is in collaboration with KPMG. KPMG is known to be the world's, there are four big consultancy firms, and KPMG is one of those firms. So we are partnering with them for this specialization. Then financial markets in collaboration with Nsc. So there is a range that you might get 4 to 6 courses from this. You have to choose one certification area, but when you do around the 5 to 6 courses in that area, you'll get a certification from the industry. And the second area which I was talking of, that you can choose, which appears to be little more choices would be available: business analytics, marketing, finance, human resource, operations, international business, entrepreneurship, investment banking, retail management, strategy. So you can pick up one area from here, one area from the certification. So you can specialize in 2 areas in MBA program. Now, when I was talking of that in the entire presentation, you would get the pointers to compare the MBA programs. So when you want to choose an MBA program, compare it. Do the other MBA programs offer this breadth of specialization? So it becomes a comparison point, right? So do they offer industry certifications with their MBA program? This becomes a comparison point, right? So that's how you need to compare the program. So again, I'm repeating. In specialization, you would have 12 courses. So you pick up 2 areas. One area would be with industry certification, and the another area you would have that is known as in-house specialization. So you specialize in 2 different areas. So it becomes your dual specialization. Now, I'm sure all of you would understand whatever changes going around you, largely they are being influenced by technology. Whatever changes you see around you is technology, right? You saw TV now becoming obsolete because the video content has shifted to mobile phones, right? So your movies have shifted, your web series have become so popular that the entire people are hooked to their mobile phones. So when you watch a web series on Netflix, when you do shopping on Amazon, right? When you attend an online class on mobile phone, or when you are attending this my session on your laptop or mobile phone, everything is creating data, and it is all technology. So it is not engineering, but it is technology. So how is it that an MBA program can be left behind? So we have designed technology-based courses which are core to this MBA program, so that the student who is doing this program is ready for the changes happening in and around the industry. So you can see some of the courses: spreadsheet modeling, which is Excel-based; business statistics and analytics for decision making, again Excel-based; business research methods, it is software used is SPSS; business analytics, the software used is R, programming language; business intelligence and data visualization software being used is Tableau; emerging technologies of managers talk about a lot of technologies, changes, Internet of Things, it talks about blockchain, it talks about Bitcoin, it talks about artificial intelligence, right? It talks about all technologies which are happening around, because it is very, very important. Let us say, even imagine if you are entering into, you are specializing in HR and joining a job, the entire HR is now changing the dimension from manual to online, right? So when you enter, any employee when enters the organization, he marks biometric attendance. So what is biometric? Again, data is being generated, right? So when you do work on all computers everywhere connected on the internet within the organization, it is creating a lot of data. So HR people have to be trained on technology. So there is no field now left which doesn't have data and which doesn't have technology. So the MBA program should have now technology-oriented courses. So another pointer for you to compare the MBA programs, whichever institutions you are considering. This, I believe, is one of a point which I would highlight, because let us say return on investment. You make an investment on MBA program, right? So ultimately, what you are interested in is in return. If you are making an investment, there has to be some return, right? So return is in terms of the knowledge you acquire. Return is in terms of job you get, right? Returns is in terms of experience you get. Returns is in terms of value for money you are getting. If you are spending money, are you getting that kind of a value or not? So this pointer, which is seed money, here the university would give you money, right? And they would give you money in three areas, and I'll explain those three areas because it's a very important point for you people to understand. University would invest on you, on your learning, though you have invested in your learning, but university would give you avenues along with funding for your development, right? So that's the point which I want to highlight here. And now look at this. The first money, as you join the program, we will give you 20,000 rupees, right, to each student for trading in stocks. So you can invest that money in stock market, right? But the only thing we would be concerned with is that you have to choose good companies so that you make money. So we will train you in the first module, right? How to invest, how to choose companies, what is technical analysis, right? And then those 20,000 you can invest, right? And we will evaluate you during the program, right? In the entire program, we will evaluate whether you are making money, whether you are losing money, which kind of companies you have, right? Because I think all of you would be aware of that. The business is primarily working based upon money, right? So you need to understand how to manage money. So we are giving you that opportunity by giving you rupees 20,000 to manage that money, grow that money, and whatever profit you earn, whatever you do, it will be entirely yours, right? So that's the first point. Second point, which is important in this, is entrepreneurial venture seed fund or startup seed fund. Here again, as an individual or in groups, you can pitch your business idea, right? We will hold a competition. You pitch your business idea, and there would be experts who would evaluate your idea, and you would get a seed money of rupees 2 lakhs to 5 lakh rupees per project to start and run the business on the campus along with your program. You would hardly find any MBA program giving you such opportunity, where we would give you money up to rupees 2 lakh to 5 lakhs, right? Starting from 2 lakh to 5 lakh rupees, depending upon the quality of the project, potential in the project, as evaluated by the expert. And you can invest that money in your business and start the business on the campus along with your studies, right? But here also, once you start your business, we will evaluate your performance over 2 years, how well you have been doing in your business. Are you earning profits? How have you invested the money? Where are you spending that money? How that would be evaluated, right? And the third important point is, again, we'll give you research seed grant, rupees 10,000, right? So we'll provide you money so that you can give your proposal to your HOD or your mentor we will appoint. And if you want to do some research project, you want to file a patent, you want to do some publication, you want to file a copyright, you can use this 10,000 rupees for these avenues, right? So to promote the innovation amongst the students. So you have a wonderful idea, you want to have a copyright for that, file a copyright, that 10,000 rupees would be given to you. Now look at this, when I was talking of return on investment. So 20,000, 10,000, straight away 30,000 rupees you would be getting for experimenting how to manage money and how do I innovate, right? So 30,000 you would be getting straight away, and plus you can avail 2 lakh to 5 lakh rupees for a good startup idea you have, right? So look at what is the kind of amount you are investing and the kind of amount you would be getting back. This is apart from the other value additions which I'm saying. This is only one point I am discussing, which is seed money, right? Then another feature in this program is that in every module we have, I'm sure if you have seen our website or gone to the program, if not, let me tell you that our program is a module-based program. So we would have 8 modules in the MBA program, right? So which means if you understand the semester system, that means in one semester we would have 2 modules. So 4 semesters we would have 8 modules, right? So in each module you would have a course being taught by an industry person coming, online mode, hybrid mode, or an international faculty. You can see I have given you 2 screenshots that during the last 1 year, one is faculty from Melbourne, Australia, Lucrative University taking session with MBA students, and another is an industry person again taking sessions, right? So I've given you the screenshot of the online sessions. But in every module, you would have one person coming from industry or international institution to teach a course to you, right? So another distinction. The next point is competition. You need to have a lot of competitive spirit within you, right? So, for example, I'm just giving you last 1 year data which was during the pandemic, and classes were not held face to face. But still, then we have organized 3 competitions with the industry people. I plan to save earth with International Tractors Limited, declutter your home using 5S, and run for peace mini marathon with SBI Foundation. So that means you'll get an opportunity to participate in these competitions, right? Industry oriented competitions, and win these competitions, right? So participate and win the competition. So competitions is an important essence of this program, because this gives you that competitive spirit to compete with each other. Another important dimension is international visit. 5 to 6 days visit to Singapore or Dubai or similar country, right? You would have industry lectures, you would have industry visits there, and the cost of air travel, stay, airport transfer, etc., would be part of the fee. But the minimal price which you need to pay is visa and food cost, and that's the reason is our experience says people like to have their own food. Choices are so different that we would not like to restrict people to have a particular kind of food. But then visa and food cost would be borne by the student, but the entire rest cost would be borne as part of the fee, right? So that's the another important dimension of this program, which is international visit. Then life problem solving. The way you understand in case of medical colleges, hospital is the lab. In case of management program, the industry is our lab. So we try and get a lot of live projects from the companies, and you can see the kind of companies I have mentioned there: Oyo, Bikaji, GSK, Britannia. And if you look at the class, you will find 3 years. I mentioned 3 batches. Oh, sorry, the last one is class of 2021. 57 companies have already given live projects to the students of first year, and that too during the pandemic, when they are at their home, right? So let me tell you, in our case, the entire curriculum has been taught online, and there is no compromise in terms of delivery. The amount of delivery we would have done on the campus, we did it online, right? So there is no compromise in terms of, in fact, the number of competitions, the number of live projects, the number of guest lectures, all of them have increased, right? But you can see this, the kind of companies will give you, and the kind of project you would have is, it can be sales for the company. You learn, you understand how to sell and make money. right? It can be recruitment, hiring people for the company in HR. It can be designing a online campaign for the company in digital marketing, right? So it can be customer survey for a company, decathlon. So depending upon what kind of problems they give, uh, you would be attached to them, and you would figure out the solution, or whatever work the company has assigned, you would be doing that. So that's a huge learning in this program. So every student would get an opportunity to do a live project. Then industry mentors, if you can have a look at it, you'll find uh, we will provide industry mentor to each of you, each of the students who take part in this program. And look at the people, for example, Parag Mehta. He is from Head Finance Transformation from Walmart, India, right? Then we have Krishan V. He is mentor and he is Executive Director HR for Dabur India Limited. So we would have people from the industry with experience, and these kind of people would give you the mentoring on how to build upon your career. So these are the students of last batch, which you can see here. So you'll get the mentors, and I think one of the best way to learn is to follow what the mentors do, right? These people have been successful in the industry. They are ideal of every management student. So if you get an opportunity to interact with them, that would be one of the best way of learning. So to summarize what I said, and look at the ROI and look at the uh, distinctions in this program, I talked about the programmer architects, right? The industry people coming and designing the code. I talked about the certifications you'll get from these associations which I just mentioned here. Then technology focused curriculum to take care of the changes which is happening around you. Then the courses delivered by the industry faculty, seed money in terms of investing in stock market, seed money in terms of starting a venture on the campus, and seed money to uh, promote innovation amongst you. Then a lot of competitions, international visit, live projects, and industry mentors, right? So these are the few pointers which I discussed with you about the MBA Honors program, right? So think about it, and you can ask me questions when I enter into question answer session. Now, quickly, I'll also give you some other MBA programs which we have at LPU, other options which we have at LPU, and let me tell you, every MBA program has its unique value. It only depends upon me and my future orientation. How do I see, where do I see myself 5 years down the line, right? And accordingly, which program might help me reach there. So that's how I decide the MBA program. So I'm just quickly giving you the other MBA programs at LPU also, right? So we have industry tie-up programs, right? We have MBA Business Analytics with Wiley. We have MBA Financial Markets with National Stock Exchange. We have MBA Supply Chain and Logistics with Safe Educate. We have MBA with Talent Edge, right? So what is industry tie-up program means here? We have an industry partner. They would help us design the curriculum based upon the industry requirements, and they send in the experts to teach a few of the courses in these programs, right? So, but then let us say when I was talking about MBA honors, the specialization in MBA honors would start from third module, right? That is second semester. But in case of these specialized programs, the courses of this particular area start from the first module itself. So that's how this program is different from MBA honors, right? But quickly, I'll give you few pointers of MBA with the Talent Edge. This is again a very unique program, first of its kind corporate program. We have designed it with Talent Edge, and just search for Talent Edge on Google, and you will find a lot of good institutions like IONS, XLRI, right? They are offering courses with the Talent Edge. Why I'm saying that go and see the website, because that gives you a confidence of whether the partner is good or not, right? So in this program, you get placement within the first 6 months of the program. So you join the program, and in first 6 months you will be placed, right? And that would be paid internship, and the paid internship would be for 9 months. So let us assume there are in 2 years there are 24 months, right? So in 24 months, 9 months you will be doing the training itself, which is paid. And the company which selects you in the first 6 months, for the next 6 months, they would come and teach the students, right? So first 6 months we will teach, then the industry people would teach, and then you would go in for industry internship, right? That which is paid internship. So here we offer 5 specializations: investment banking, sales and marketing, applied human resource, logistics, data science, and data analytics. Again, like MBA Honors, here we don't have dual specialization, so it is a single specialization which you need to do. These are the training partners in terms of providing the placements and training in Talent Edge, right? So these are the people who help designing the program also. Then they pick students for internship. Then they finally observe the students as a final placement. These are the other MBA programs. So we have hospital and healthcare management, tourism and hospitality, MBA international business, and we have the general MBA program, right? So that's another program we have. And when we talk about, because the rest of them are specialized MBA programs, so they would have only one area of specialization. In case of MBA, you would have, again, like MBA Honors, you would have 12 courses to pick from, and you can have 6 courses in each area to have dual specialization. And we would have a lot of specialization areas in this program which you can choose from, and they are conventional specializations like marketing, finance, HR, operations, retail, IB, IT, strategy, entrepreneurship, banking. And we have new age specializations like business analytics, digital marketing, artificial intelligence, e-commerce, agri-business, auditing, fintech, investment banking, financial markets, financial consulting, hospital and healthcare, right? So a lot of areas. Again, a pointer to see, to compare whether other MBA programs which you are considering, do they offer such wide variety of specialization areas? Because a lot of people would have different areas in their minds to do this specialization. So it caters to the requirement of a lot of people. Now, I told you, apart from that, what value adds do an MBA program offer? Simulations. I hope you understand the simulation is a software which would in a class, a group of 5 people would form a company. One would become CEO, marketing head, finance head, HR head, and then you take decisions. Software will give you an option, and you take decisions of your business. For example, if you change the price, the competitor's sales would go down. And who is the competitor? Another set of 5 students in the class. So in the class, there are a lot of companies. They're competing with each other. Competitor take a decision, your profit goes down. You exactly run a company the way the company is run, and you understand how the dynamics of company work. Every day, news analysis in class, case studies, dilemma situations, scenario planning, role plays, experiential activities. This helps you in making decisions in the uncertain time. And I am sure all of you right now would appreciate that it is the most challenging uncertain time which we are right now. When would the institution open? Nobody knows, right? When would this pandemic go away? Hardly anybody knows about it, right? Nobody can be sure about it. So that means the MBA program should prepare you how to take decisions. So all these things which I just mentioned here, they help you in taking decision, how to analyze the situation and take a decision. That's what MBA program is known for. Then I was talking about that in last 1 year, we had 150 plus interactions. And look at the kind of people we have. MD of Nissan, MD of Rolls-Royce, he is the MD of Rolls-Royce, Kishore Jayaraman, right? Infosys, Shell, Coca-Cola, all these people had a lot of interaction with the student. And let me tell you, this has not become easy because of the online. It is on us whether we keep on cribbing, यार ऑनलाइन क्या है, फेस टू फेस होना चाहिए, ये होना चाहिए, वो होना चाहिए. The other way is, can we use this as an opportunity? For example, if I have to call Kishore Biani to LPU, Kishore Jayaraman to LPU, it would take his minimum 2 days, right? He has to take a flight, then the flight is at Amritsar, which is around 1.5, 2 hours journey from LPU. So his 2 days are wasted, which he would not like to do. But in case of online, he has he has nothing to waste. He sits in office and a click of a button, he can just enter a class and interact with the students. So his only 1 hour goes, right? Whereas if he have to come to LPU, then his 2 days goes. So he would not have given that much of time. But now most of them are coming. So that's how we have utilized this opportunity and organized more than 150 people. That's one of the best way to learn management from the people who are doing it in the industry. Then tech-focused events we have been organizing, and I'm telling you why we have shifted our focus to technology, right? Because everything is technology now. But let me tell you, we are not competing with engineers. We are only trying to understand the business side of technology. So it doesn't require coding, it doesn't require anything. For them also, we have a separate specializations. But for most of the people who do MBA, it is the business side of technology and not pure technology. Then a lot of blended learning is now part of it. Our students have done 1,000 plus certifications in last 1 year with companies like Coursera, Naptel, Udemy, along with their own courses, right? To enrich their resume, you can have a lot of certifications from good institutions across the world. Then I told you, that we have a dedicated startup school, right, where you can go for the guidance. And as of now, 50 plus branches have been started on the campus by our students, right? So this opportunity of starting the business on the campus is available. And finally, most of you would agree that people do MBA because they would like to make career, right? Knowledge is most important, skills are important, but that knowledge and skill should provide you a good career ahead, right? So I mentioned some of the prominent recruiters here. You can see Trident Group, Berger, Amazon, Colgate Palmolive, ITC, Havells, CA. So you'll get a lot of opportunities to uh, be part of these companies, right? But let me tell you, we would prepare you for all this. Everyone is prepared equally. But when you enter the interview room, you are alone. You have to perform. Right? So if a person got highest package of 13.6 lakh this year, that means he is different from others. He though we provide input same to everyone. So ultimately, it would depend upon kind of efforts you do, how dedicatedly you devote these 2 years for your learning and growth. It would depend upon that. But ultimately, this program would prepare you for a wonderful career ahead. I'll end up with the one diagram here. All of you probably would know that the Indian economy is going down, right? There is no, I think, secret in this. Everybody knows that the economy right now is going right now like this. But this is not a permanent phenomena, right? We are hopeful, we are human beings, so I'm sure this is what is going to happen. Ultimately, the economy would go up. Right now, we are in this phase when everything is going down. So that means there are job losses, right? There are salary cuts. There are no jobs in the market. There are a lot of jobs in the market still, but for people who have prepared themselves well. In the last slide, I said 95% of our MBA batch has been placed. That means companies still require people, but somebody who has changed themselves as per the requirement of the industry right now. But in 2 years of time, which is a recovery period, though the economist says it would happen earlier in 1 year's time, the economy would start going up. And this is the time when you start getting a lot of jobs, because when companies grow, they would hire more people, more business would come. And that is the time when the market starts moving up. So that's what I say. that when there is a recession, most of the people go in for MBA, and it is known as best investment, right? Because the recovery phase offers you better opportunities. So 2 years time, and when you are passing out, there would be a lot of opportunities in the market. And if you look at the Stanford research, or you go by the traditional wisdom, it says whenever there is a recession, people go in for higher education. Why? Because that's the time you need to reskill yourself. Now, pandemic has brought in a lot of changes, right? All of you understand that. Teaching was never done online full time, right? Work from home. Companies, most of the companies are working, making people work from home, but this was never done earlier. That means a lot of skills have changed, and we also and you also need to be changing ourselves to take opportunity of all these things, right? So that's the reason I'm saying MBA is a right investment in this time. So I think I have a brief you on school, on industry trends, which is I'm talking about your spotlight on MBA honors. I have given you few other MBA options. I have talked about the value addition which an MBA program should have, and we have at LPU. And finally, I think let me stop now and take a few questions if you have any. So Rishiji, I think we can have few questions now.
Yeah, definitely, sir. It was wonderful watching you talking on MBA, deep insight into the MBA and different types of MBAs that we are offering, and also the talent edge and various other things. That was wonderful, sir. So we have the queries. The queries for all the attendees can come up in two ways. One, you can write your query onto the Q&A box that is available onto your interface, and the second one is you can raise your hand, and I'll be connecting directly to Dr. Verma for your query. So those who want to talk to Dr. Verma directly, they can put up their hand, raise their hand through the interface. I'll be connecting you to Dr. Rajesh Verma directly. So for the time being, I have Kalyanji who has written a query. Kalyanji says his query is related to the placements and internship. What are the
All right.
possibilities of getting the internship and placement from campus, as we are, won't be able to physically join the campus?
But good question. And let me tell you, when I was talking about uh, the first thing which I would like to say is let us be hopeful that you should be joining the campus, right? I think now the unlock has started. If we don't have the third wave scare, I'm sure you would be part of the campus. But even if you have that apprehension in mind, the present batch which is going on, they were not on the campus, right? But 95% of them have been placed, and not a single company coming physically to the campus. The entire process has been handled online by the institution. And same is for the internship. In case of internship, there is a little bit of relaxation, because some of the students want to do it uh, in their own hometown, or in their own, or they want to visit their relatives, and there they want to do internship. So we give that option that they can arrange their own internship. But even then, the 70% of the internship were handled from the campus online, without any physical presence of the students, nor the physical presence of the company. And the companies also understand this, right? And they have also given internship in form of work from home. Some of the companies have asked the people to come to the industry, but many of them have also given work from home option to the students, because that has become the norm, right? You look at the bigger companies, most of them are now saying that we will make work from home as a permanent feature. So that's how the students are also being trained for work from home during this pandemic and during this internship. I hope this clarifies your question. Doubt.
Kalyan, the wonderful answer given by Dr. Rajesh would make you more confident about the placements as well as the internship. Thank you so much, sir. Nixon wants to know what is the most lucrative MBA specializations in the corporate world?
You see, though it's a very most common question asked by every student I interact with, not only the way I'm doing it now, but when the students are part of first year program also, then also they keep on interacting with us on which is the best specialization to opt for. So you see, look at the industry trends. What does the industry trends say? For example, I talked about that there is a lot of data all around. So companies need people who can understand data well and who can analyze the data well, right? So your business analytics specialization is one which probably is in demand in the industry. Then your other area, artificial intelligence or machine learning, right? But I'm not scaring you that it is all engineering based specialization. But look, talk about any company. Do you think they would be able to survive without having marketing people? Think about any company. Do you think they would be able to survive without having HR people or people with operations? So that means it is your interest area which is more important. All people make wonderful careers in every line. People in HR, they go very high. People in marketing, they go rise very high in organizations. People in operations rise very high, right? So that means there is scope for every specialization. No company runs on the basis of one particular domain. Every company needs people from all domains. But if you ask me by numbers, right? So it is the industry trend is again it is same for since many years, and I'm sure would remain for coming time also. The maximum people picked by the industry are in marketing area, right? But then marketing with business analytics, marketing with operations, marketing with HR again depends upon the kind of interest you have, right? So I'll say the bottom line: all specializations areas are good. All specialization areas have demand in the industry, but ultimately it depends upon your interest area that makes the specialization best.
Wonderful, sir. And it gave more clarity to Nixon on the question. And I have a hand raised by Amarnatha Reddy. So, Amarnatha, are you ready to put on your question? Please unmute yourself. Yes.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, actually at LPU, placement, which specialization has more placement opportunities, sir? At LPU.
Right. So that's what I told you, right? The question is good, but just see the industry trends. There are more jobs. If you look at the industry trend, the same is reflected in every business school. For example, if I ask you a question, in a company, will the company have more marketing people, have more operations people, or would have HR people more? So they would have more marketing people. Then second, they would have more operation people. HR people are very few, right? They would need HR head and they need few executives in HR, which handles the entire HR of the company. So same is reflected. So that means the requirement of any company would be less in HR, then in operations, and then in marketing. So in most of the business schools, you'll find the demand for the marketing specialization would be the highest because that's what the industry needs the most, right? So here also you'll find the same trend.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Next, we move on to the Jatin Paper. Jatin Paper. Jatin Paper,
Yes,
are
sir.
you there?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I am having a doubt that as I have done BSc of non-medical, having math, physics, chemistry, all of the three subjects, but I have done BSc plus B.Ed integrated course of 4 years. My
Okay.
doubt is in the placement area when I will go to the placement, I am having the less opportunities than a student have done BTech, or there will be no such difference in opportunities or in the job I will be placed. I
Good
hope I
question.
am able
And
to clarify your concern.
right, good. question, and I appreciate your apprehension. But first, your apprehension is a little misinformed. That means you have done your BSc and B.Ed, right? And if you look at in
Yes,
last
sir.
1.5 years, there is one industry which is growing, which is education technology.
Yeah.
This industry is giving a lot of opportunity where you would have an edge because of your B.Ed, where others would not have, because you understand this industry better than others, right? Am I audible, Rishiji?
Yeah, perfectly.
Showing some error. Okay. So just because of your education background, I just added this information. But otherwise, uh, every discipline have their own advantages and disadvantages. But in terms of opportunities, there is no difference. BTech people would be preferred by a different set of companies in different profiles. You would be preferred by different companies in different set of profiles. That is the beauty of MBA program, and that is why there is no input. We are saying any graduation, and this is not LPU, but anywhere in the world, any stream person can do an MBA program, which generally doesn't happen in any other masters. So if the input is from every stream, that means the output is also from every stream, and there is no, you may be non-medical, you may be arts stream, you may be pharmacy stream, you may be engineers. So there is no dearth of opportunities for anyone in this area after doing MBA.
Wonderful, sir. And I hope, Jatin, you might have got the answer and a reason to be happy. So, next question is coming from Chiti Kena Prasad. He wants to know, is it possible to pick up agri-business in MBA honors?
No, in MBA honors, you not have agri-business as a specialization, because I gave you a list of specialization areas. Agri-business is available only in case of MBA program, and there's a reason for it. The reason is in case of MBA we have 60, and agri-business there are very few people who go in for agri-business specialization, right? So if you don't have students, so it's very difficult to give specialization to 1-2 students, right? So that's the reason we have not given the MBA agri-business specialization in MBA honors, right? But you have the other specializations available which you can probably choose from.
Wonderful, sir. Sir, there are few of the queries which are still there, and so anybody who wants to talk to Dr. Verma, be there, and we will spend little time with Ms. Kavisha, who will be taking up a quick presentation on the scholarship part. That is important. That money matters definitely. I'll be giving the rights to Ms. Kavisha to present, and meanwhile giving a little bit of rest to Dr. Verma for a while, and we'll come back again soon.
Thank you so much, Rishi sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Verma, for enlightening us about MBA honors. I'm sure the students would have got a real insight related to the specializations and obviously the subjects that they can go for. So is my screen visible?
Yeah, you can make it in the present. Yeah, fine. Go ahead.
Let's start with the exotic journey of lovely professional university. It's very important, the campus life and the exposure offered. It's very important to see where you're going to spend your next 2 years, what kind of environment. I think environment is directly proportional to what you are going to learn. Starting with the campus life, I'll say 106th Indian Science Congress was held in lovely professional university and was inaugurated by our Honorable PM of India, Shri Narendra Modi. Who doesn't know about him? The Dalai Lama. He was there at the convocation of lovely professional university. The former President of India, Shri Pranab Mukherjee, was there at the convocation of lovely professional university, sharing his stage with the Afghanistan President. Shri Arun Jaitley inaugurated our LPU Startup School. all the eminent personalities have been part of lovely professional university. If we talk about the Gaur Gopal Das, talking about the life, talking about the values, sharing his thoughts with our students. And not only these, we have the real life heroes as well. The journey of real life heroes is never very easy. The kind of experiences they share with us really makes my students feel that yes, success always comes with the hard work. You name any of them, yes, and they are associated with LPU. If I talk about the infrastructure, I can vouch on one thing. We have the world's best infrastructure available. This is one of the amazing architecture that I would like to tell you, an open air theater. Along with that, 14 blocks are completely attached with it. Let's peep into this architecture. Let's see what is inside it, what all this building has inside it. It is a kind of a glorified architecture that really makes me feel really, very, very prestigious. It is in a closed auditorium with the capacity of 2,500 students. I think when I told you about the Gaur Gopal Das, he was sharing his life thoughts in this auditorium where the students were part of. Talking about the labs, we have the well-equipped infrastructure in our university. It is the library centrally air-conditioned, which can open till 12 p.m. at night during your exam sessions. You have the all latest updated books, and you will never be having any shortage of books to read in the library. This is the heart of lovely professional university. We call it as a uni mall. All the basic amenities of your day-to-day are available in this. If I talk about, not only the studies are important, I believe the health, the kind of fitness is also very important. Nowadays, when you go for the corporate jobs, definitely they even look at what you're wearing, how you look, are you fit enough to take the jobs, right? If I talk about, yes, definitely there has to be, along with studies, there need to be some playtime. We have a bowling area, we have other facilities along with the bowling area, we have the shooting range, so many other things that can give you the exposure to the games as well. We have a well-equipped hospital with best doctors available to help keep yourself fit and healthy every time. This is a solar panel, and this is again, I talk about, it is an open air auditorium with a capacity of 20,000 students. This is the exotic view of lovely professional university, lush green environment. When I see these pictures, I really feel proud that I am associated to lovely professional university. These made me, even now, when you will be part of the lovely professional university, you will feel, yes, I am associated with this university that makes me feel the glory and glorious. Looking at the lovely professional university, this image, lightning in the light of moon and stars, make me feel, wow, yes, this is my university. If I talk about the sports and activities, we have the swimming pool, we have the shooting range, we have badminton area, we have the basketball, we have the squash area, and we have the well-equipped, you name a sport and we have it in our campus. And we have the well coaches, trained coaches that can help you to even go for your national level, international level, and avail good rewards. Talking about the residential and the security, one thing I can vouch on is that our campus is ragging free. The security is our prime focus. We have 20,000 students studying inside the campus. So yes, security definitely needs to be very much high. If I talk about, we enter with the turnstile gates. I, being a female faculty, cannot enter the girls' hostel without the ID permission or the ID card. We can only enter with your fingerprints or with your cards, right? If I talk about the residential facilities, we have options for 1-seater, 2-seater, 3-seater, 4-seater luxury apartments. If I talk about food options, we have standard, South Indian, North Indian. 20,000 students is the capacity for it. We have 6 girls hostel and 8 boys hostel. If I talk about the 4-seater, it is 70,000 per academic year. Food is separate, it is 32,000 per academic year. Along with that, we have the other residential facilities as well: banks, ATMs, Wi-Fi, post office, gymnasium, hospital, convenience stores. It is a kind of a mini city itself. Now, talking about the programs offered, we'll be taking a deep insight about the MBA program, MBA Honors. We'll be talking about the eligibility and the fee and the scholarship in detail. If I talk about the MBA Honors, the duration is 2 years and we have it 8 modules. The sir has given you the deep insight about this program. Now, what is the eligibility? That is very important. How you're going to take the admission? What is the criteria for it? If I talk about minimum 55% marks are required in your bachelor degree or any whatever you've done in your graduation, right? Along with that, you need to subject to qualify LPUNEST, that is Lovely Professional University National Eligibility and Scholarship Test, or you would have qualified CAT, MAT, ZAT, NMAT, CMAT. Along with that, the interview, you need to qualify the interview, which is compulsory. Or if you're from the completed Company Secretary CS from the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, or completed Chartered Accountancy CA from Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, or completed Cost or Management Accountancy from Institute of Cost Accountant of India, then also you're eligible for this program. Now there comes, once you have done with your LPUNEST, you have to qualify the interview, right? But the final selection, I'll say, for MBA honors is based on the other parameters as well. It is the written essay, which we give 20% weightage, interview 60% weightage, and the work experience is again the 20% weighted, subject to scoring minimum marks in the interview. Now comes the Journal MBA. If I talk about it, is again the duration is 2 years, 8 modules, and the eligibility here differs from the MBA honors program. Here we do not have essay writing, and the work experience will never be part of eligibility in this particular program. We'll be considering about the pass percentage of 55% aggregate marks in your bachelor degree. Along with that, subject to qualify LPUNEST or CAT or MAT or ZAT or NMAT. Yes, the interview is compulsory again. Talking to you again about the other MBA programs that we have, MBA Hospital and Healthcare Management, duration remains the same. Again, the eligibility is same as MBA. Only in MBA honors, the eligibility is different. Again, we have MBA Tourism and Hospitality, 2 years, 8 module. Eligibility remains the same as the MBA program. We have MBA International Business. The eligibility remains the same as the MBA program. We have an MBA with Talentage. Here, this program, as sir told you, the way the placement opportunities come in within first 6 months. Here, again, there is a change in the eligibility criteria. Talking about, again, 55% marks, aggregate marks are required in the bachelor degree. Along with that, subject to qualify LPUNEST or CAT, MAT, ZAT, NMAT, CMAT, and interview. Along with that, you need to qualify the psychometric test, which is very important. The psychometric test is nothing but it helps you to identify what kind of specialization can help you in your future aspects. It helps you to introspect your own credibility to do the MBA program. Talking about the MBA Business Analytics by Ville, again, if I talk about the eligibility, here the eligibility differs. Pass marks are 55% eligibility marks in BTech or BE program. Along with that, BSc, either you should have done BSc in Physics, Chemistry, Mathematics, BSc Mathematics, or BA Economics, Math, Statistics, or BCom, BBA, or BCA. Technically talking about, it should be either related with the some of the Physics, Chemistry, Mathematics course, or you should be a part of, like I talk about BBA, talking about BCA, BTech. So definitely it is a business administration tool, is more about the statistics involved in it, right? So that is why the eligibility is little different in this particular course, subject to qualify Lovely Professional University National Eligibility and Scholarship Test, along with the other exams, national level exams, and the interview is compulsory in this particular program. Now, if I talk about the other program, MBA with Financial Markets with Nsc Academy, here again, if I talk about the eligibility differs, it is 55% aggregate marks, along with subject to qualify LPUNEST exam, interview, and the psychometric test is also there in this particular exam. Again, MBA, there's other MBA Supply Chain and Logistics with Safe Educate. Again, the duration remains the same. The eligibility is same as the MBA program, right? Now coming to the very, very important part, fee and scholarship. It's very important. Whenever I talk to students, they are very keen to know what is the fee, what is this scholarship. One thing I'll tell you is India's largest scholarship scheme. I feel proud when I say 60,000 students benefited by LPU scholarship in last 7 years. Rupees 500 crores total scholarship has been given. In total, I'll say 61% students are studying on scholarship. And one thing I'll make it very clear. Scholarship is given throughout your 2 years. We never do it, okay, in first semester or 1 year you will be getting your scholarship and another you will not be having it. Once you're awarded with scholarship, it remains throughout your academic sessions until unless you're involved in any of the interdisciplinary actions, right? Now talking about MBA honors, fee program is 2,90,000 per semester, right? Now, how to get the scholarship? Let's talk about how, if I want to avail this 20% scholarship, how can I have? The best part is we are not only giving the scholarship based on the graduation. Along with that, we're even giving you the scholarship based on your previous qualification, that is your class 12th. Suppose if you're in your graduation, your percentage is 70 to 79.9, we do not round off. That is very important, where I need to focus and tell my students it is 79.9 remains the 79.9. We never do it 80%, right? Or if you're in a class 12th, it is 80 to 89.9%. Or if you get into LPU Nest cutoff 3, then you are eligible for the 20% scholarship. Your scholarship will be 58,000 and the fee will be 2,32,000. If I talk about the higher scholarship bracket, if I want to have 25% scholarship, then your graduation, either you should have 80 to 89.9%, or in your class 12th, you should have 90 to 94.9%, or your LPU Nest, your cutoff should come 2. Right, then you'll be able to get the scholarship of 72,500 and your fee will be 2,17,500 per semester. Now talking about the highest scholarship bracket that is available in MBA Honors is 30%. Now how to get that is, if you're in your graduation, you're availing 90% above marks, then, or in your class 12th, it is 95% above, or in LPU Nest, you get into cutoff 1, then you're eligible for the 30% scholarship and it will be 87,000 and your fee will be 2,03,000 per semester. Now comes how to apply, how to proceed. The foremost thing is you can go to the register into LPU Admit with your basic details, name, email ID, phone number, state, gender, and password. Your email ID will get your username and a password while registering the portal. The next step is you can apply for the LPU Nest for the eligibility and the scholarship. You can book the slot, exam slot, and then you can go for the interview process. After you have cleared all these steps, you can proceed with the admission process. For your numbers, you can contact for the admission, any help you require. You can note down these numbers. You can take a photograph of this and you can always call us. We'd be very, very happy to help you all. Thank you from my side. I'll be taking your questions. If you have anything regarding the fee and scholarship, I'll be very happy to answer that.
So thank you so much, Ms. Kuvisha. And there is a slide in front of all the attendees. You can take a snapshot of that, and which has the website and the email ID, official email ID, and then the toll-free number for the future queries. And now I quickly come back to the queries which are waiting for Dr. Verma. Can we have you on screen, sir? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we have Kartike Dubey who has raised the hand and is willing to talk to you. So Kartike, are you there? I have given you the rights. Please unmute yourself and talk to Dr. Verma. Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, if I want to do for General MBA, my question is that General MBA contains less lack of depth knowledge. It has very less knowledge in terms of areas such as finance, data, or digital marketing. You don't have much in-depth knowledge rather than the one who are doing a specialized MBA. So in terms of placement and salary, they need to compromise rather than the one who are doing the specialized MBA. So is this true? Or
No, I think again little misinformed because you see, when you are doing specialization in digital marketing in General MBA, or you are doing any specialization in General MBA, you have again set of 12 courses to be studied, right? But when you do specialized MBA, then also the number of courses generally remains same, but it is because they have been tied up with the industry, so they are the people who come and teach, right? So the value addition is from the industry perspective rather than number of courses. So in terms of depth, there is no challenge. But the program, the specialized programs are typically for those people who are very clear that I want to go in for hospital and healthcare. So then why General MBA, right? Then go in for only MBA in healthcare and start studying MBA healthcare courses from the first module. Or I want to be in international business, or I want to be in analytics only, right? So that's why the training starts from the first module, and because of the industry tie-up, the people come and teach, right? So that's the value addition. But the there is no shallowness in terms of number of courses or depth, the way you said it, right? So please be assured that if you are doing General MBA also, the number of courses would approximately be similar, right? If not same, they would be similar.
Wonderful, sir. Quickly, we move on to the next query that is coming from Nemikrapam Nago non Galapa. So I'm giving you the rights, my dear. Please unmute yourself and talk to Dr. Verma.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. Sir, I would like to ask question to the sir, Dr. Rajesh Verma first, and then I would like to one question to the ma'am also. Sir, actually, I admitted LPU business in General LPU MBA program, but I'm really
Right.
enthusiastic to learn. Really enthusiastic to learn in MBA honors. But as for the fees and other concerns, sir, I could not at this time. But my question is that, sir, even if I admitted in the LPU general program, do I have the opportunity, like the honors student get they have a opportunity to travel abroad related with the academic or related with the extracurricular from the university side? And the seed money, which you earlier elaborates very well, sir, will I get the opportunity like the honors student if I really hard work? That is my
You
question
see,
to the sir.
good. I think your concern is appreciated. Uh, when I talked about this program, you should reconsider again. If you feel the fees is high, you can look at the kind of amount is coming back, or that's one way. I explained to you the return on investment, right? So look at from that perspective again. But even if you are not in MBA honors, don't worry. The exposure in MBA is equally good. The only challenge is that you would have the guidance available. You can start the business on the campus, but then there would not be the investment. The amount would not be given to you, right? Yes, there would be some open competitions going on where you can compete and win the amount from the venture capitalists, because we call venture capitalists also, that depend upon the kind of idea you have in mind and the kind of plan you have in your mind, whether it can earn that kind of money or not. But for example, in MBA honors, we are doing investment in terms of investment in stock market. You can invest money. That kind of investment would not be available in MBA program. But how to invest? So there would be courses on stock market operations. We will teach you how to invest in stock market. You'll have to use your own money to invest in that. We would have startup school that would train you how to start a venture or how to start a company, but you again have to invest on your own, right? So all guidance, all ecosystem, all handholding, all support would be available, but investment would be yours. Right?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, my last
Right.
question to the ma'am, sir. I really appreciate the sir elaboration. And ma'am, you mentioned in the last part of the MBA extra talent ads, that one.
Yes.
If
Yes.
I opted in the talent ads, so after 6 months of the course, will I get the opportunity for sitting the placement? You mentioned something like that, ma'am. Can you little bit more clarification?
I think
I
the
think
query goes to
I'll
Verma.
Kavisha, let me answer this, because I think I mentioned that point.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay. So in this case, when I'm talking about MBA with the Talent Edge, I'll give you the timelines again. You join the program, and within the 6 months, you'll get a placement, right? The Talent Edge is responsible for training and getting students placed. So that's our partnership. The program is LPU and Talent Edge, right? So degree is ours. Talent Edge is actually helping us train the people based upon the industry requirements. So the student would get placed in the first 6 months, right? After that 6 months, the student would be trained for the courses which the company requires to work for, right? and then next 6 months, next 9 months, you would be on internship with the same company where you are placed, and that would be paid, right? Again, look at the return on investment. So the money would start coming during the MBA program, right? Have I clarified, or you still need more clarification on this?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, what is the till now, sir? What is the maximum, what to say, placement per annum for the student from Talent Edge till now getting during after 6 month of course during the study period they got the this much like 5 lakhs per annum, something like this. Sir, can you give some example?
Right, right. So I think right now, as of now, the last year batch, right? I'll have another session on MBA Talent Edge also. The way I had today on MBA Honors, I would have an MBA Talent Edge also. So we have already placed the batch, and the highest package for around, when I say batch, it would be around 85% of the students would be placed by now. Rest didn't take the opportunity because they feel that they would be going in for their own businesses, right? So they did not actually avail the placement opportunity. And the maximum package availed is 9 lakh rupees as of now. But
Sir, one last
yeah, but
one last
I'll request you. I'll request you to attend the MBA Talent Edge program session also. We'll give you the information that also. And another thing which I would like to give you for your confidence. Anybody who is sitting here who have already taken admission into the MBA program, please don't be worried about. I said every program has their own strengths and weaknesses. We are doing these webinars differently for different programs so that you get the entire information of every program. So today I didn't talk about MBA program, right? I talked only about MBA honors program. So don't start thinking that these all things are not available in MBA, right? So be confident about your choices, but we are sharing this webinar of every program with you so that later on you may not feel that, okay, had I had this information about Talent Edge, about placement, I would have taken Talent Edge. Had I had the information about entrepreneurship, 5 lakh rupees or 3 to 5 lakh rupees in MBA honors, I would have gone for MBA honors. That is why we are taking this these webinars program wise. But yes, you are asking me something. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can come up
I
again.
I
yes, sir.
interrupted you in between. Yes, you can ask me. Go ahead.
Sir, actually, I'm following a lot of news and information related with business from the United States. Sir, actually, I'm the existing student of LPU BTech student.
Right.
And sir, I traveled to the United States and Malaysia during the BTech related with extracurricular activities. But
Good.
as far as I learn and I see from those countries, so I have a feeling about I should choose what I really want. So that's why I come to the MBA program, and I read so many books related with business things. But my question is that, sir, if during the MBA program, if I have the opportunity to interact with Ivy League student from United States, and if I have a collaboration with those students, can I bring to the LPU with the university permissions and all?
Yeah, why not? Why not? More than happy to do that. You already know our culture. We have been quite innovative with our curriculum and the opportunities we provide to the students. So any opportunity of learning is always welcome. So we can do that.
That was wonderful, Dr. Verma. Such a detailed answer you have given to the attendee, and that was really wonderful. We still have few queries which are left over, and but due to dearth of time, we cannot take all the queries, and definitely we are going to answer you through the email in next few days. You'll be getting the answers to all the queries of yours, and it's now time to sign off the event by saying I'm sure the attendees gained a valuable insight into the university and the career options. We hope it was a positive experience for all the attendees. The information shared by the experts were very enlightening. And during this exclusive webinar on spotlight on MBA honors, the attendees heard from Dr. Rajesh Verma and Ms. Kavisha as on how to have a successful career in this field. Hopefully, you found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information provided in this webinar to help take a better decision regarding your admissions. I'm obliged and once again thankful to Dr. Rajesh Verma and Ms. Kavisha for strengthening this platform. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.